Good. Rolling.
Roll.
And action. And action. And action.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Settle in here.
Yeah, get on in. Tiny table today.
Yeah, I'm recovering today.
Yeah?
I'm still getting back. Didn't get good sleep. I'm gonna drink water.
Yeah, I haven't gotten a whole lot of great sleep this past week, really. What about you? Really just yesterday or most of the week?
Yeah, I ain't been able to go to sleep.
I've been up late working on videos.
Yeah. Go.
Yeah.
Let's start this off,
Plug
right?
for that. Yeah, we're going to do a dab. Okay, so Toby and I forgot drinks today. I know a drink and a joint.
And I don't need to drink. I drank yesterday.
You drank yesterday?
Yeah.
Toby drank enough for our show
Both of
today,
us.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Even when I don't know it, Toby's drinking for me as well.
Yeah. You're my bro.
And I just forgot to bring something, so... But I did bring this smaller table today because Xena is at an art show trying to hawk some of that art.
Yeah, we thought about going down there, being like interviewers.
Yeah.
We'll do some live stuff. We'll do some coming to you live.
Well, yeah, we'll do that
When
eventually.
there's people
Once we
watching.
have like a crowd of people that will come and watch us, it'd be nice to do it at like a small venue. Maybe probably like a dive bar would probably take to it decently. We'd probably just have to get like hella stoned beforehand. I don't think that they'll let us get stoned in little dive bars.
Oh yeah. Unless we go out west.
Unless we go out west, that's right.
Well, Fifel goes west this show.
Oh, dude, we've been talking. Do you and Xena want to move to Toronto? You want to go to Canada?
Canada?
Yeah, weed's about to be legal there. In October, it's legal for recreational use and distribution.
So I could grow.
Yeah, you can grow and sell it to your friends. And
That's not a terrible idea, dude. Do the podcast good and get some plants going. Just need some work.
Well, there's like a ton of.
I want another one. That one look good.
Yeah, there's tons of YouTubers and podcasters out there.
Oh, that we could, do joint collaborations with and stuff. Yeah,
That like Canada's pretty heady, especially Vancouver. That's where they do all their like filming. Like the Flash films up there and Supernatural films up there. Arrow, most of the CW shows and like a lot of movies and stuff film up in Vancouver. Sorry.
All right. Cool. Serve my mom. All right.
Nah, bro.
Oh, you want to start with those?
Yeah, bro. We ain't got nothing to drink today, so we're going in. Today we're smoking a little bit of sour diesel.
Yes, officially welcome and a little sour D.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
All she needed was some D.
All she needed was some.
Ooh,
All she needed was some.
yeah, spark that bitch up.
Well, when I can breathe again, I will. Damn. This ain't no monkey knuckle we're talking here.
Rocking the Giants hat today.
Okay.
Besides the Braves, the only baseball team I care about at all. Cause
We're going to get you a ton of hats, baby girl.
Yeah, no. They're going to be switching out hats like Jordans.
Well, since I can't wear hats, you have to be our hat guy.
Yeah. I will take that weight upon my shoulders.
You're Jason Mraz to us.
Hat guy.
Yeah, you are the fedora guy.
Oh.
You want fedoras?
I have them.
Yeah, I have them.
So.
We're just busting in our news. News from Toby this way. Okay, if you guys have never seen a drink and a joint before, Toby and I, we get together and we smoke some weed and drink some sort of alcoholic beverage, and we present a topic to discuss. Yeah, we lately we've been doing like conspiracy theory stuff and like government cover-ups and all that jazz. So I mean, today we'll probably also be in that vein.
Yeah. Once the main ones get out of the way, I think we'll get into some more technical stuff.
Oh, for sure. But we usually posit some sort of topic or we give some sort of report on something. But one of us always starts out with the news, and this week it is Toby to do the news.
It is about Space Force.
Okay. Space Force. As a military branch?
Have you not heard of this?
No, I've not heard of Space Force. Space Force 5.
For a while now, the Air Force, over the last few years, the Air Force has been talking about getting military into space. And basically, and I know I don't like to touch on too many political things, but this one I couldn't pass up because this is some literal Star Wars shit that's happening. And so basically, they've been trying to get the organization together for a long time, never really had enough money and time to put into it. And Trump came out and was just like, I don't know why you guys haven't done this yet. And he officially announced it a couple days ago. The 6th branch of the military is called the Space Force. Like there's Air Force and there's Space Force. And
I bet he came up with that.
Oh, yeah. And well, the Air Force was going to call it the Space Corps, which I like a lot better.
Yeah.
The Space Force.
Yeah. Space Corps sounds like better,
Space
Donald.
Force 5, yeah.
Space Force 5.
What was that? Fox Force 5.
Yeah, from Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. So, he came out and announced it now. So now we have a 6th branch of military for operations in the space domain. So we're going to have an Air Force and we're going to have Space Force. Separate but equal. And it's going to be something so important. Those are quotes from Trump.
Oh, God.
Other things he was saying was like, kind of hitting on the Air Force. Like, I don't know why you guys didn't do this yesterday. It was like, I guess yesterday is like before he was president.
Yeah.
And he's coming out and saying things like, we need to have an aggressive presence in space. And I don't know, kind of taking it way too aggressive. And
we're going to go up to space and we're going to fuck it. We're going to fuck space. Put my dick all up in this space. And I'll just be dropping my dick into space like bloop. One over here, drop my dick into space like bloop.
He was originally going to use the Marine Corps, but they would not back it. I guess like...
Hell no, we're not going to space. I'm a land guy.
I think that's because they're a offshoot of the Navy. I'm pretty sure Marine Corps. So I guess they went for Air Force. They already knew how to fly planes.
We are putting Marines in space.
And so it's my question more is it's very vague right now.
Yeah.
And so I'm not sure exactly the reason he's announcing this. What it led me to think was so start with the idea of like when presidents get sworn in, the information that they get given, there's just like a briefing that happens, like all this shit was real that you thought wasn't, and here and they just kind of catch you up to speed. And that's why the Obama one's kind of scared me, because he stayed so chill after he found that out, because he already knew.
Oh yeah,
was the thing. Trump, you could tell he did not know. Like the day after, he was like, his face was changed. And
even just after leaving that first meeting with Obama, like after he got the presidency, like he looks white as a sheet walking out of that office. Yeah.
And I think it was just because he was in business. He wasn't in politics, so didn't have any inkling of these things that were real. And then
what you thought were angels and demons, those are actually pan-dimensional beings.
And here's one right here.
Yeah. I'm one of them.
I'm Steve.
My name's really Steve.
So what I'm wondering is, so he's announcing this publicly that we're fighting in space now. And what I think what my reasoning did was tell me that he's saying this to promote fear And because he's trying to come off as the
it's a different kind of warmongering.
The every man's mother, the government mother. He's trying to play everyone's like, you're safe with me in this country. And it's like he announces that there's a threat in space. Because the Air Force would take care of anything, even there's like defense shields and things set up for nukes already. So that's not why we'd be going into space. We would be going to fight something further. And I think that was, if that's why he did it, I think it was a genius tactic, because I think he is subtly announcing to
he's disclosing
the dumber part of, or the less informed part of the U.S. I think he's disclosing information that's basically vaguely saying, hey, aliens exist, and like, I don't think he's necessarily, I mean, in his small mind, he may just be one to fight them because he's scared.
Right.
Maybe he didn't, or maybe they're telling him to do this to create fear and make him seem like the good guy. But that's
right.
what it led me to, was like, I think he's...
how are we going to win the people over, Donnie? We're going to tell them...
Yeah. Tell them
I'm going to fight aliens. I'm about to fight aliens. That's how we're going to win them over.
And I'm the only one that can save you. The Space Force.
Ugh.
But that shit is insane. And he's also, that's the only president to even kind of mention alien. Like, they've all kept it under wraps pretty much,
Let's see.
To the public.
I think Nixon was the one that said the only thing that will bring us together as a human race is an outside extraterrestrial force.
Okay. So there's been little hints.
Oh, yeah.
But this is the furthest I've seen it go. And I think he's just trying to scare people. And I also think he's letting the information out. Yeah. Finally, in a weird way.
That's awesome. Okay, so Space Wars, Space Force 5, Power Rangers in space.
Yeah.
White Power Rangers in space.
Oh, no.
Oh, man. Fuck.
So what the hell is going on?
I don't know, like, man. I don't pay attention to any of that stuff. I don't have fucking cable. I don't really read much of the news because people scare the shit out of me.
Xena caught this one for me. She'll catch me.
She's like, fucking...
There's Star Wars going on, man.
Have you heard about these wars in space? Oh, God.
It's just insane to read, like, how they're speaking about it. It's like... the Air Force budget accelerates our efforts to deter, defend, and protect our ability to operate and win in space. It's just all these weird comments of these people. It's like never talking about who they're fighting against, right? And it's like it spoke on Russia, how they again, how our we already have a defense system for every missile that they could that they could have, and every bomb they could have. So again, why would we be up there? Why would we be sending all these people up there? First of all, just throwing them to an unknown enemy, right? Because they don't. I don't think the military discloses information like they do. Right,
and if they could get this close, like, people aren't going to know how to combat them. Yeah, if they have the technology to like travel light years, and
it's kind of asking for trouble too,
unless we do, and they're just not telling us.
It's kind of like the Earth putting its fist up. It's like trying to start a fight,
and that's the last thing we want to do with outside forces like that. We don't know what they're capable of. We don't know if they might breathe fucking sulfur and like fucking shoot fire out of their eye holes.
But yeah, I don't think the lower rank military knows about that shit, because they have to keep them fighters. And I don't think that they tell them.
Yeah, they're pawns. They're dispensable pawns.
They would literally be sending them up like, oh, sir, what are we fighting against? Don't worry, you'll know it when you see it.
And you're like, what? That? How am I supposed to combat this? How am I supposed to fight it if I don't know what the fuck it is?
Yeah, but
let's just say it is a giant, terrifying tentacle monster that Donald Trump opened up a portal to.
Oh, that's some funny shit. It's like, what does this do? Oh, shit. Okay.
I just released Cthulhu.
We have to make a Space Force.
Yeah. And that is what communicates and tells the aliens that put us here that we're ready for them to kill us.
Yeah.
Great. Way to go, Donnie.
Putting my fist up to the sky, literally.
Yeah.
Bam.
Shake my rattle at the sky.
Oh, but
fight me, alien.
I can't believe it. Can't believe we're to that point.
Man. Good job on the news. Was that the news for today?
Yeah, that was it.
Nice.
I was just one that I couldn't let go. I've been
so
trying to
much.
avoid everything about Trump. I haven't mentioned his name once, and I've been trying to stay away from politics. But
yeah, he sucks.
Sometimes you gotta talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, he does. There's some stuff under the radar that he does that's pretty all right, but overall he's a wackadoo. All right, 20 questions. What you think? What's going on?
Is it a person, place, or thing?
It was a happening. It is something that happened.
Okay. Is it a project like we talked about?
Yeah, I think you're gonna get it real fast because
maybe not.
I don't know.
Is it one we talked about last week?
It very well is.
Is it Pegasus?
Yes, it is Project Pegasus. Yeah, immediately. Yeah, that's the quickest 20 questions fucking ever.
I have questions.
I don't even think that.
Well, sweet. I've been wanting to talk about and honestly learn a little bit more about it. This is one that I don't know as much about.
Yeah, this one is pretty fucking ridiculous. So Project Pegasus was a United States black project under Air Force Space Command that has achieved successful organic teleportations to the moon and more notably to Mars. Its success has branched into time travel. Moreover, it also made leaps into mind control, Toby.
Wow.
Yeah.
Everything's coming together.
Yeah. All right, so around 1947, teleportation research and development was formed by members of the Manhattan Project and with the imported Germans under Operation Paperclip, who were enrolled as War Department special employees. Remember we talked about Operation Paperclip a while back? It was how the U.S. government saved Nazi scientists and brought them over here, gave them new identities, put them to work. That was Project Paperclip or Operation Paperclip.
I want that. Clippy. Just call it Clippy.
Yeah. In 1958, the Dwight D. Eisenhower administration, with Richard Nixon as vice president, established both NASA and DARPA. In the interests of national security, all projects under the newly formed DARPA were marked classified. In contrast to NASA, any achievements made by DARPA would not be known. Neither would it be known by all branches of the United States government, a symptom of big government. Am I right?
Am I right?
Stop me when I'm lying.
You're right, you're right.
Right. As rocket research designs were being absorbed into NASA, teleportation research designs from the Manhattan Paperclip teams were absorbed into an umbrella project under the Air Force. By 1961, NASA, in concert with the Air Force, was conducting rocket flight tests for the Apollo program. After the Kennedy assassination, the Lyndon B. Johnson administration took office and the Air Force launched Project Pegasus. Of course it would be fucking Lyndon. You know he used to show his dick to people.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he did. He called his dick Jumbo, and he would, like...
Oh, look at Mr. Jumbo.
Foreign dignitaries would come over, and he'd, like, walk up to them in the bathroom and, like, whip out his dick next to him just to, like...
Look how big it is.
Yeah. America.
Look at my snake.
Yeah. Well, I talk softly.
Lap hog.
But I fuck with a big stick. Yeah, this shit's crazy.
Meat sword?
Yeah. So Project Pegasus conducted teleportation jump tests that led to a successful teleportation event in 1964. In 1965, NASA experienced major setbacks in the Apollo program requiring the attention of the Tiger team. While Pegasus program took flight. Started bumping. Under the Richard Nixon administration, the Pegasus program resulted in numerous successful human teleportations, which subsequently led to time travel in 1970. The pursuit of time travel became of clear interest so as to avert the threat of a nuclear holocaust that was posed during the Cold War with the Soviet Union.
Oh, their original intentions were to go back and stop the war?
Yeah, if something were to, like, go horribly wrong, like as it's going wrong. Yeah, redo button. Redo. Was that Fairly Odd Parents? Redo. Let's see here. Let's talk about some of the experiments. Mm-hmm. So allegedly 140 children were used in the experiments to jump to Mars along with time travel tests. They typically sent children because of the design limitations that made it difficult for adults to jump. Any adults that actually managed the jumps despite the limitations suffered psychological trauma. Children seem to psychologically adapt better to these jumps.
Yeah. They weren't set in their ways. They're more open-minded.
Well, that and like you got to think too, if you're jumping like that, your physiology, like kids aren't done growing yet.
Yeah.
So like nothing's like set. So like as they go through, their bodies are still just kind of like,
yeah, even if the physics
malleable.
Different, they're not stuck in there. Yeah, that's odd to think about. Like, our own limitations.
Well, that and like eventually they'd probably, if they're young enough, they'd eventually block the memories out.
Yeah.
So in that way, their mind is more malleable.
They don't know
because you can put them through super traumatic shit, and their mind will just like, be like, nope.
Yeah.
This we'll save this for when you're an adult and can handle it. Let's see. However, the jumps were not always as safe as one child returned from his temporal voyage before his legs.
Before his legs?
Yeah, he got back before his legs did.
But then they came back, so it's like they were like reverse fading in.
Let's see. There was a report that said he was writhing in pain with just stumps where his legs had been.
Oh man, I was imagining like Back to the Future picture, but it was like
no, just like they didn't come.
They were just
they were late.
Yeah, that's weird. It's weird that the stumps would be there. It's like it opened up his body and then reattached the legs. That is odd.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're getting into the guy who brought all this forward. His name is Andrew Basiago, and he is a Washington-based attorney and a former child jumper, as he claims. And he claimed that future presidents, like both Bush children, Clinton and Barack Obama, were also children who were involved in these experiments. Basiago claims that he was sent to several famous events in history like the Gettysburg Address, and that him and some of the other children even met George Washington.
Do you think that's why they were chosen for presidents later, was to keep it in the family kind of thing?
Right. Well, I mean, like the Bushes would already have like clout.
Yeah. But why would they use them as jumpers and then later make them president?
They'd be like particularly kind of like qualified. They'd know most things.
That is interesting.
Yeah, so
I don't know why it's that.
Let's see. Okay, so Basiago makes these claims, and he says that teleportation and time travel have been around for 40 years, but are hoarded by the Defense Department instead of being used to transfer goods and services to faraway distances. He says it's an inexpensive, environmentally friendly means of transportation. The Defense Department has had it for 40 years, and former Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld used it to transport troops to battle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just save on gas,
I guess. And fucking airfare.
Yeah.
Let's see. Basiago said he experienced 8 different time travel technologies during his stint in the program. Mostly, he said his travel involved a teleporter based on technical papers supposedly found in pioneering mechanical engineer Nikola Tesla's New York City apartment after his death in January 1943. The machine consisted of 2 gray elliptical booms about 8 feet tall, separated by about 10 feet, between which a shimmering curtain of what Tesla called radiant energy was broadcast. So you've got these two basic pillars, these silver pillars that, like, I guess when they start vibrating, they form this curtain of radiant energy. The fuck is radiant energy? Radical. And then I guess that's what you fucking pass through. And Basiago said, radiant energy is a form of energy that Tesla discovered that is latent and pervasive in the universe and has among its properties the capacity to bend time-space.
Wow.
Basiago said project participants would jump through this field of radiant energy into a vortex tunnel, and when the tunnel closed, we found ourselves at our destination. One felt either as if one was moving at a great rate of speed or moving not at all, as the universe was wrapped around one's location. So I guess it would feel like you would just kind of your vision would kind of sphere out.
And they didn't report any pain or burns and stuff like.
I don't believe so.
Because it was Tesla's. It was right.
Well, yeah, because right. He was the one that knew what the fuck was up. Basiago claimed he can be seen in a photograph of Abraham Lincoln at Gettysburg in 1863, which he said he visited in 1972 via a plasma confinement chamber located in East Hanover, New Jersey. I had been dressed in period clothing as a Union Bugle boy, he said. I attracted so much attention at the Lincoln speech site at Gettysburg, wearing oversized men's street shoes, that I left the area around I left the area around the speech and walked about 100 paces over to where I was photographed in the Josephine Cog image of Lincoln at Gettysburg. You see him?
Yeah.
You see his big shoes? Yeah, I'll put the picture up. In addition, Basiago said he traveled to Ford's Theater the night of Lincoln's assassination on 5 or 6 occasions. I did not, however, witness the assassination, he said. Once I was on the theater level when he was shot, and I heard the shot followed by a great commotion that arose from the crowd. It was terrible to hear. Basiago said each of his visits to the past was different, like they were sending us to slightly different alternative realities on adjacent timelines. So alternate realities on adjacent timelines. Is that just to see the differences, to witness the differences between them and catalog them, you think?
It's odd that they had the same instances happening in both of them, like the assassination and stuff. Like you would think.
Well, there always going to be an infinite number where he gets assassinated, but the timing may be different, and the things leading up to it may be different. But like you think about like how many ways he could have been assassinated. There are that many alternate realities spawned off of that. Anything that could have killed him or would have killed him, him. And then there's still an infinite number of realities where he didn't get assassinated.
That seems a little safer, too, than playing with our own timeline.
Oh, fucking with somebody else's?
Yeah, it's safer for us.
Fuck your timeline, bro.
Go over, check around, see what you can do better, go back. Try not to disturb anything, but if you're getting in pictures and stuff...
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of fucking up, Andrew.
You're supposed to stay in the woods.
Fucking A, Basiago.
What are those big shoes you have?
Yeah.
My, what big shoes you have on.
He also said, as these visits began to accumulate, I twice ran into myself during 2 different visits.
Oh.
So he's like...
He went back when he was there.
Yeah.
Already. And
maybe because they wanted to see. They wanted to see if you could interact with yourself and what that would do.
Yeah. But you're not interacting with yourself, though, in the past. You're interacting with another... timeline of
yeah, because the timeline that kid goes back to will never be the same.
So they interacted. He got to speak to himself, or just see.
He said he encountered himself. And he saw being sent back in time to the same place and moment, but from different starting points in the present, allowed 2 of himselves to be in Ford's Theater at the same time in 1865. After the first of these 2 encounters with myself occurred, I was concerned that my cover might be blown, he recalled. Unlike the jump to Gettysburg, in which I was clutching a letter to Navy Secretary Gideon Welles to offer me aid and assistance in the event I was arrested, I didn't have any explanatory materials when I was sent to Ford's Theater. So that's cool that they sent him back. They were like, yo, if you get popped, hand this letter off.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to come help you. They won't understand, but they're going to come get you out.
Oh, man. They just forged a letter?
See, you would have to, like, get parchment from the time.
Yeah.
You would have to get ink
like,
from the time. It's, like, typed on a typewriter. Yeah. The fuck is this
on
metal
my iPad,
thing?
Just let me look up real quick. I have an email. Get out of our time.
You're supposed to show this to Gerald Ford.
Yeah.
Going through your iPad.
Oh, man. See, and it makes me think that he's a snitch because he's like, I'm afraid of getting caught by myself because I'm a goddamn snitch. I know if it was me, I'd tell.
Yeah. Yeah, so why you think... Okay, so you think if someone saw you with yourself, they wouldn't think you were twins? They would just assume you were a time traveler?
Yeah. I don't think... Especially at that time, I don't think it'd be even a thought. Now, since The Matrix...
Twin boys don't live past birth. Time travel.
Oh, yeah. Twin boys. What is this?
How odd. I must tell the constable. All right, so how did they get back? You might be wondering.
Yeah.
Well, Basiago says that some sort of holographic technology allowed them to travel both physically and virtually. If we were in the hologram for 15 minutes or fewer, he explained, the hologram would collapse, and after about 60 seconds of standing in a field of supercharged particles, we would find ourselves back on the stage in the present.
Wow. So virtually, it's like your avatar.
Yeah.
In time.
Yeah, avatars through
can
time.
people see you then when you're virtually there? Can
Time
they see
force.
your body? Or you like
America's got 7th branch of the military.
Time force?
Time force.
Damn. I guess that's real. That's like we got in space, on the ground, in the water, and through time.
We got to tweet that, bro, before someone else gets it.
Damn. This is...
Yeah, it's pretty...
So
it's a lot, right? It's pretty crazy. Let's see here. Basiago said the technology should only be used for real-time teleportation, not time travel, because it would be chaos. That was a quote. Basiago and Webb recently had a seminar in Vancouver, BC, Canada, focusing on the need to disclose, deploy, and declassify the technology, as well as the public policy decisions that would be needed to use it. Webb, for one, said he wants teleports installed in every major city where people and products would be transported through the time-space continuum. This would free up a lot of urban space that is currently being used by trains, train yards, or airports. Which is very true. Oh shit!
I don't know if that's enough. Like,
well, you'd put airports out of business.
See, I like the teleporting with psychic energy, because that one doesn't seem to be manipulating so much matter, and I just I'm not sure about their approach there, even though it seems a lot safer. It just seems like a lot more repercussions could come from it.
From going through the space-time continuum instead of just like...
Yeah.
Just matter transportation. So what would be better? Would it be better to do like... Would it be easier to teleport through the space-time continuum, or just to move yourself, like transport your matter?
Oh, yeah. Well, see, just... My main thing was using psychic energy instead of the machines.
Right.
Just because I'm not sure, but I still feel like just the amount of power that it create would be throw too many things off. And so I don't know. Just I think you should do it from within instead of with machines. Okay. And I don't know, if as we could get better, it's like it's any technology. As we use it more and get better, it'll be safer, and I don't know. I'm still
we'll see. Sure. Of course, there are risks. Basiago remembered feeling extreme turbulence while going through the time tunnel. Webb said one tragedy occurred in the early days of the technology in which a child... Yeah. Again, that was the story of the guy showing up before his legs. Yeah. Let's see. Webb said that the problems like that have since been solved. Still, he said teleportation needs strict legal controls to prevent it being used for political control, economic control, or illegal surveillance. All of this is fascinating. Right?
Illegal
I
surveillance.
think it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, just like most things, it started out with a great intention. Let's go back and try to prevent a war or try to learn from our mistakes, and then turned into a weapon. Just like everything. Why does every technology got to be a weapon? Why can't some things just be for entertainment?
Yeah, I don't
and information.
I don't know, man.
What would you do? Where would you go, Dave, if I set you up a little machine here with a wall? Where would you want to go back to? Where would you turn the knob?
Where would I go back to?
Or would you go in the future? See, I feel like
I'd probably dip into both. I'd like to
either way back or in the future. I feel like you could learn from.
Yeah. I'd also maybe do like
Egypt. Ancient Egypt would be fucking sick to see.
Yeah. To just go back and be like, oh, it was aliens.
I just want to see how some of that shit worked. Like chambers inside that can supposedly create beams. I just want to see some of it working.
Dude, I saw this. So I watch a lot of these like top 5 like scariest story blank YouTube videos, especially when I'm like laying in bed at night. I like to get a little creeped out. Yeah. But there was this guy who had put together this RC car with a really good camera on it, and he went to Cairo and he found like a passage, and he's found a secret passage, and he sent down that RC car, and when he got back, he was like, I'm going to release what I found down there if you don't give me X amount of money, and then he disappeared. So the only bit of video you have is him setting up his thing and then flying to Egypt, and then like renting a motorcycle, driving out to the pyramids, and then he finds the hole and he sticks the thing down, and you see this bit of footage. It's like going down this really long tunnel for like 5-10 minutes, and then it drops down another tunnel, and then when it crashes and you see it start to move again, but there's light. There's something illuminated. There's like a lit room.
Yeah. Damn. I don't know.
Right?
I don't know what that is. Maybe it's some of the machines still working. Maybe there's still... See, that's what I would think. I think it'd be less like leftover energy and stuff like that. Still illuminating, but I wouldn't think anybody would be down there doing anything.
You don't think maybe culty stuff? Or like something ancient,
down into
something ancient evil, something ancient not evil, something just like that can't get out.
Yeah. Glowing. He said he would. Yeah, that's crazy. He disappeared
after he was like, "Fucking,
I'll expose
all of this if you don't give me this amount of money."
So they already knew what it was. What's in the pyramids? What about on Mars too? What's in all these places?
Right. Yeah,
we should get a ship.
Spaceship. Also with this, they said that they went to Mars. As Toby said last week, that we have a base on Mars. We consort with extraterrestrials on Mars, and the Tesla gates, as I call them, were used to get them there, and these kids were used as kind of like foreign dignitaries, like up in space,
like ambassadors.
Yeah, of sorts. These kids.
Yeah,
but you'd think that that'd also be non-threatening.
Yeah,
we send you our most pure.
Yeah, that's true.
Eat them if you will. Their blood is good.
These are they're like sacrifices. No, I feel that. I wouldn't want to be greeted by, like, the most threatening monster-like alien. I'd want it to be, like, something small and chill.
Yeah.
Like, right. Little Gray. He's my friend.
Yeah, you, like, dab it up with a little Gray. Yeah. So that's...
Me and Gray's dabbing.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I like that. So, yeah. I still think I would go to the future.
Yeah.
Bring some technology back.
So now, that's how he met Obama. He was going to Mars with Obama to be ambassadors to the Martian race and other aliens.
Me and Barry Obama go way back.
Yeah.
We went to Mars.
And like he's leading a new Project Pegasus basically for like disclosure. He's like guys, fucking come on. Like, people can handle it now. Like, we need this now. We need to be able to do this now because our planet's, we use so many of our natural resources for travel, when these little gates could get you wherever you need with zero emission.
We wouldn't need oil anymore.
Yeah, you wouldn't need gasoline.
Fights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring us all closer together as a race, as a human race. And that's like... That's the biggest thing it gets across, and that's why Nixon said what he said when he left office, was that the only thing that will bring us together as the human race is an outside force, because we bicker so much amongst each other because there's no threat outside of us.
That's the quickest way to make an enemy your friend is back with a common enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
And that
but
sucks,
so you didn't
though.
have to be an enemy.
Exactly.
It's an unknown threat. A threat doesn't have to be
Like impending doom.
Yeah.
Like they could just be showing up, and I think if an alien race made themselves known, like I believe that they're here and shit, and I believe that they're around, but if they would come clean and make themselves known.
See, do you think people can handle? I think again, I'm glad I did this.
Media has been preparing you for this.
Yeah, and see, that's why what I was talking about, the Trump thing, I thought it was telling people without scaring them, kind of, because it wasn't exposing too much. Do you really think your grandma could look on TV and see a fucking alien and be comfortable and not have a heart attack?
Well, that's the thing, though, is that like it's gonna. Yeah, I believe that. I
would hope
those people are gonna be gone, but and then you'll just have the people that have grown up. But even then, your grandma would be like, "Fucking knew it."
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if what would happen would.
Well, there needs to be a fucking disclosure at some point. Somebody needs to tell these people that like fighting over religion and being so fucking steadfast about that is not the big picture.
What do you think the main reason for them hiding it for so long is?
To keep people subdued and fighting against amongst one another, to be easily controlled.
See, it's not necessarily that they can't handle it. It's more that the powers that be couldn't handle us knowing that information.
Exactly. That makes us
be powerful.
Knowledge is power. And knowledge is power.
And now you know.
Yeah. The more you know.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, we do. And now you know.
And now you know. And that's what's up.
Roll this one a little tight, bro.
A little tight? Roll it. Yeah, roll it around a little bit.
Yeah, I do agree that there needs to be a public disclosure, and we need to handle this as people instead of whispering about it. And also at the same time, it's like half of the people are whispering, half the people are laughing.
Right.
And it's like, I'd like there to be a public understanding of this, and then we could actually handle some problems.
Everybody, just lay down your weapons. Lay down your worries and your strife. We're all just people. People trying to live and love and laugh. If you got beef with people, squash it.
Sounds like a good dinner.
Beef and squash.
We're literally squashing beef.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we're going to do a ceremonial burying of the hatchet.
Yep. But like, yeah, just come on, get with the program. There's got to be intelligent life out there. There has to be. There's no way that we're it. Absolutely not. Because we're not even that great most of the time. So,
yeah.
Our president just installed a Space Force.
Space Force.
And won't tell you why.
Yeah, I like that they're not explaining fully. It's so vague.
7th branch of the military.
But again,
Space Force right now.
Like you said, maybe this is a step to full disclosure. Mm-hmm. It's like this is the first time some of those people are asking that question. Maybe something is up there that we should be worried about, or that's power. So maybe this is a step.
Maybe they're just tired of watching from the watchtower on the moon, and they're ready to come down and get the hands wet.
Get your hands wet tonight.
I'm gonna come over there. I'm gonna get my hands wet. What?
Oh, yeah.
I don't like that. That makes me feel uncomfortable.
Bring that booty.
Yeah. Oh. G2G. But yeah, that's Project Pegasus for the most part. I mean, fucking Basiago, he's fighting for it. He wants a disclosure. Yeah. And he's up there in Washington being a fucking attorney. So if I'm ever in Washington and need some legal help, I'm going to him. I think I'll get laughed out of the courtroom. That's awesome. Because I don't know what kind of following he has really, or like what's going on with him at the current moment. But I hope he's doing well, and I hope.
Well, we need people like that on the front line in suits looking good.
For sure, because that's what makes him like reputable. Because you can look at him and you're like, oh, he's the fucking attorney. He like represents people in courts of law.
So. That is crazy that he became a lawyer. I like that.
And like, why would you put this much effort into lying?
Yeah.
Unless the government wants to promote things like this to throw people off the scent of what's actually happening.
We always have to bring up the if there's a chance that this is
False flag.
Yeah, what do you call it? Black smoke. No.
Smoke and mirrors.
No.
Yeah, black smoke.
I'm thinking of.
Donkey show.
Sorry,
No,
yeah,
it's a dog and pony show.
I take offense to that. Dog and pony shows are really not.
Oh. All right, what's our superhuman shit for this week, Toby? Next segment, going to the next segment. We're going into the next segment.
Oh shit!
And it's superhuman time.
Let's see, off top of my head. I'm gonna say.
Are you preparing anything?
No, I forgot about that. I'm gonna say, just get on what we were talking about. Work on the apple. Work on manifesting the apple. Let's start there. Work on talking to your best friend without using words. You know, maybe practice using your mouth less. Maybe shut the fuck up and think for a second.
That's a good point, Toby. Maybe close your mouth and open your ears.
Yeah,
open your heart.
And maybe try DMT.
Yeah, maybe get out there and just
maybe
try that.
Sensor deprivation tank. Maybe you should try lucid dreaming.
Now, see, I did not have I feel like I've done too many psychedelics to appreciate the floating for what it is. Because I get in there and I'm in the darkness and it's like, yep. I get it.
No, I think it'd have to be like military grade, to where there's no sound, no movement. You know, to be as powerful as it could be. Okay, I would say.
Well, I mean,
because there's ones for therapy, you know, and that one's more for relaxing, and it doesn't. I don't think that one makes you like out of body. Yeah, really. But I don't know.
Well, I mean, they do give you
to try a one
earplugs, so it's silent, and like once you get in there and settle, you're not really moving, and it's black in there. So like it's a sensory deprivation tank. We have them here, and I went to one on my birthday. I think I didn't quite like it too much. And Joe Rogan's a huge advocate of the sensory deprivation. He may be using
like a different level, not a therapy grade level.
Yeah, and maybe I need to get on that, because for me it was just kind of like a flaccid experience almost. Like,
well, you have gone far out at other times,
right?
Oh, but no, I want to say about lucid dreaming. I'm getting back into this. I used to practice a lot, and just to start getting out of your body, try to start with your fingers and your toes. Start there and start trying to pull yourself out while you're awake, while you're asleep, at any time. That's a good place to start, and eventually your arm, and then, you know, you can follow with your body, and you can move freely. And just start practicing. You know, I'll have more on that later, because this is off the cuff with Toby.
Yeah, a new segment.
Just popping out segments.
Yeah, bro, we're the segment kings. We're birthing segments all over this place.
So, what have you been doing this week? Speaking of segments,
what have you been up to? What have you been up to? I've been editing our videos, because Toby and I have been recording fucking videos do you use Final Cut, right? I do. I use Final Cut Pro.
How's that been working for you?
It's been a learning curve for sure. Yeah. But I watch a lot of tutorials and but I don't really like being told what to do. I like to figure things out on my own. Like I'll figure how to do something out the hardest way possible. And then I'll be like, there's got to be an easier way. And then I'll just find the button that does that, you know? Yeah. But I feel like our quality's been upping. It's like I've been spending more time on it. I've been taking a cut and pay to take days off to edit shit.
Yeah.
So hopefully it pays off. Y'all motherfuckers better go subscribe. Holy shit. Yeah. Get on YouTube and subscribe to the channel. Please. Pretty please.
Push it real good.
Push it the best. Push it so good. But other than that, let's see. Been watching a lot of throwback Pete Holmes videos, because I think he's fucking hilarious.
I love Pete Holmes.
Those X-Men ones he does. The Batman thing was just incredible.
Genius,
that he did with College Humor. It was just.
It's hilarious. He did nail Batman.
Oh, for sure. He put it through the ringer. God damn. Stone, bro.
Yeah, this is good.
Hey, water, wake my ass up a little bit.
Good day, sunshine.
Good day, codeine.
That's I haven't got into it yet, but I just started playing Beyond. It's a little older game.
Yeah.
But it has the girl from Juno and
Ellen
Willem
Page.
Dafoe.
Oh shit.
Are like the voices in it, and
Is
it has
it one
a
of
lot
those
of good
like
actors.
Is it one of those playthrough story games?
Yeah,
dude. Are you
But-
into that?
I mean,
never
sometimes if
done
they do
one.
it right, it's like playing a movie, you
Right.
know? And I
that's
do
the
like
point
that.
of 'em.
Yeah, I do.
So do you wanna
still
play
like
your
shooter,
movie?
first person stuff, but I don't know. I like the playthroughs.
Yeah,
But I just thought it was cool. They're
quick time
bringing all
events.
these big actors into games and just combining them with films. You know, kind of. It's really. I think it's cool.
I wonder if they get paid as much as they get paid for a movie to do a movie's worth of work. If
I
not
would say
more,
so.
because you're also getting body scans.
And there's different choices that you make, so they have to record every choice that you would make, and it's endless.
Oh, man.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Did I? You know, it's just little conversation pieces that are irrelevant
Man.
to you, and they probably get paid better than the average movie just because of the amount of work, I would think.
But then, like, how much money do video game companies
I
have?
suppose. So yeah, I don't know. The bigger ones, they're combining with film studios and stuff, you
Right.
know, and
Man.
that's insane. But I wish I had the time to get into graphic animation and stuff. Zena does a little bit. She's starting to draw and she can do anime and stuff.
Yeah.
But it just seems so intense. I
Right.
just can't do it. Other than that, yeah, I've been making some beats. I've been making some really out there beats this week.
Nice.
Really scary, horrific.
Oh,
kind
the
of
horror.
in that direction, and I'm learning to play with those machines too, to make those very abstract sounds.
Yeah.
You know, it's been real fun. But
Well, and tomorrow, Toby, we're gonna shoot a new review of
Okay.
maybe something music related.
okay,
We're also gonna start shooting a skit tomorrow.
yeah, this will be fun getting in skits. That's gonna be different. That's different for me,
Yeah, for sure.
but
We're gonna throw you in it.
I'm gonna see. Maybe my awkwardness will come off as funny. That's all I can hope for.
Yeah, that's all you can. You just gotta be yourself. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Shooting skits, the
Oh
comedies.
yeah, you get a clap this week too.
Thank
bro.
you very
Clap
much.
back.
Yeah.
Clap back.
Give me that. Give me that clap back. Give me that. Give me that clap back. Give me that. Give me that clap back. Clap.
Man, if they say some shit, you gotta clap back.
Yeah. Well, this one looks like it's gonna be quite a bit shorter this week.
Yeah, we ran through quick.
We did. We got it. We got it in, and we got it out, and we got it done, and we got it through it.
It works.
Yeah.
It works.
Oh man,
This was fun though. This was good.
it was okay. It was okay.
I'm real down today. I wasn't.
We're a little
as
down
quippy,
beat today.
I wasn't quippy
Yeah.
bitches style.
You weren't. We didn't go off on a whole lot of tangents. We didn't get too
Yeah.
far into them.
I've just been kind of dead and up early, and it's an art show all day, and
Yeah.
tired.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys had a good time. Get at us on Twitter at TDavy. You can get at us on Facebook at TDavy.
Today, V.
That's TDAVVY.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And you can email us your suggestions for topics and things like that at tobyanddavy@gmail.com.
Hit us up. Let us know what you think.
Yep. If you're on YouTube, fucking subscribe for real. What the fuck are you
please
doing?
Just press that.
Come
button.
on.
Yep.
Yep.
Good days.
All right. Are you saying bye now?
I
Is
am
that bye?
buying.
You're buying?
I'm going buys.
Goodbye.
Singing yellow with Pikachu. Let me take a Pikachu.